Hello and welcome to Hatty Waiver Wire Guru. We're getting into week 15. Okay, most of you should be in your playoffs, if not everybody. To all of those of you who made the playoffs, congratulations. For all of you who have won your first round of playoffs, congratulations. And if you happen to lose, don't worry about it. It happens. It sucks. But if you're in a Dynasty League, I would still recommend you watch these videos because obviously in Dynasty League, you're going to have some keepers and things happen. You never know. Some people can have career-ending injuries, and you should just be, in tune to what's going on. Especially when we get into the off season, I'm still going to post videos because people happen to retire. You just never know. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go through it. This is the week of the running back. Okay, so I typically do, your ads, your watch list, and your spot starters. This week I'm just going to do your ads and your spot starters, and then I got a whole last section full of running backs because there's just so many to go around, and I'm just going to start name dropping, and you can go in there and pick them up for your playoff run. Okay, let's start with the ads. At quarterback, we had some things shake up. Seneca Wallace is back in for Hasselbeck. He posted a great game, 3 touchdowns. You're not going to get that from him every week, but he's not horrible. And if you're really hurting at quarterback, maybe you're having to start Dante Culpepper, God forbid, Seneca Wallace could get in there and earn you some more points. Okay, first running back, DeShaun Foster. Frank Gore, nasty ankle roll. He wants to play next week. Guarantee you it's not going to happen. DeShaun Foster is going to carry the load. Mike Martz loves this guy. He likes veterans. Foster's a veteran, and he can definitely be a dependable one-week guy. And if Gore is out for the long term, well, you've got Foster for the rest of your playoffs. Okay, moving on to wide receiver. This guy shouldn't be out there, but I've seen him out there, and you grab him. It's Devin Hester with Brandon Lloyd with another injury. The kid's a walk-in hospital. Devin Hester's the man there. He's pretty much the only wide receiver. He's going to see a bulk. Okay, with Gus out at the Vikings, you got Tavaris Jackson back, and he loves Visanthe Shiancoe at tight end. Visanthe Shiancoe, pick him up. He's going to get a lot of targets from Jackson. That gets into our spot starters, and I'm recommending Tavaris Jackson as a pickup for a quarterback. Not an amazing quarterback, and if you're really hurting, you can start him. But, he could be a spot starter for next week if you had to. Next running back up, Derrick Ward. Brandon Jacobs, he took a little injury. I think he's going to be okay. Keep an eye on it because if Jacobs doesn't go, Ward is a very nice change of pace back and can be very productive. At wide receiver, I like Steve Smith of the Giants. Seeing a lot of targets. Hickson has some butterfingers. Steve Smith looks pretty strong. I like that with Plexico out. Next, tight end is Steve Heiden. I mentioned it before. Still like him in this dink and dunk offense. Steve is going to always probably be good for about 4 or 5 catches a week. All right, now we're getting into the running back plethora. This is going to be 6 running backs, so there's just tons out there for you guys. Okay, the first running back is Tatum Bell. Hillis is gone for the rest of the season. He's on, injured reserve. Tatum Bell is going to slide in there next week before Selvin can really get anything. You can expect Tatum Bell to get at least 15 carries next week and probably about 80 yards and a touchdown. Okay, I've talked about this guy before. He is money. Is Pierre Thomas. He's just going to carry the load. He's doing well. Okay, he looks very strong. Pierre Thomas is someone you should pick up. Okay, next is Tashard Choice. I told you I was going to start him last week. He's an under-the-radar guy. I started him, picked up 160 combined yards. If Marion Barber can't go next week, Tashard Choice will go. I wouldn't be surprised if Barber takes another week off and they let Tashard Choice in there, especially since it's not a playoff game and Tashard is not bad. Okay, next is a new starter in Seattle is Maurice Morris. Not doing too bad. He's always going to be giving you about 70 yards and a potential touchdown. So that's next. Next is Ladell Betts. Clinton Portis is getting sat because they're just trying to get him healthy for playoffs. Ladell Betts, keep an eye on that situation. He's not my favorite of all the backs I'm labeling, but if you're, in a deep league like mine, Ladell Betts might be the only guy out there. Next is my boy, LeRon McClain. I talked about him all season long. Basically, you've heard him multiple times. He is their starter now. They're giving him a lot of opportunity there. So go ahead and pick up LeRon McClain. So that's a lot of running backs there. And running backs are hard to come by. I know in a couple of leagues I'm in, running backs are gold. And this is the week of gold. So just go out there and start snagging them. Okay? Because it's just a good idea. If you need any help setting your roster, it's Hatty Waiver Wire Guru at hattywaiverwireguru.com, and check out my website daily at hattywaiverwireguru.com. Okay, good luck in Week 15. Let's keep moving through the playoffs, and let's get some W's. All right, guys. I'm out.